Hey all, Grey Eagle here. Last time we were in Satisfactory, I promised something that was really something I want to do. Everybody's afraid of this sector. I mean, everybody. Okay. And we're going to skip the intro part so we don't have to go through learning how to build stuff. We already know how. And we're going to go out here into the desert. And the desert is your friend. Okay? We're actually going to name the game that. So let's go out into the desert. Everybody who gets out here freaks out and they're like, God, I'm going to die so quick. You know, the desert is so bad. Yada, yada, yada. No, 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 no. First thing we got to do is we got to get armed. That's one thing to remember each and every time. I love that part. I wish I could play that again. It's kind of like putting your finger on the front end of a taser. Or the guy that went to the flea market and bought the taser and used it on his leg. Yeah, he got thrown around the living room like Hulk Hogan threw him around. I see a little food out here in the beginning. One thing in the desert you gotta remember, yes, pick up food. You're gonna need it because you're gonna do quite a bit of fighting. Now, we actually leave footprints in the desert. Wow, I didn't notice that before. Anyhow, we're going to jump up here on top of this hill, which we're going to make sure we don't have bad guys up here deciding to blind shot us while I'm talking. The great thing about the desert is you can see for quite a ways. Okay? Now you've already got the abilities to build all of your normal stuff at level 1. Okay, so you got the basics. You can build a hub, you can build a space elevator. Okay, picking where to put your hub. From past experience, and if you don't want to know this, skip this video, go on to the others. But I'm showing you the desert. The desert is your friend. Everybody's afraid of it, and they're like, oh, you're going to die within minutes. No, you're not. First thing you want to do, drag out your buddy, the good old scanner, and you want to hit iron ore. And I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that one right in front of me is iron ore. You spawn in a fairly decent area. You've got iron ore deposits all around you, copper deposits all around you. The new element you've got around you. There's a couple in here. I haven't got to the point of finding out what that's used for, but here we go. Now we're going to build out here. I will tell you this, you want to be close. If you're going to do coal power, you want to be here, close to that. That water is about the only water in the desert. Guess who's coming to dinner? I knew he was going to come flying down here. Whoa! You miss me. Don't chase these dudes. Jump up on something that he can't jump on. Or kill him quick. Now we lost 3 bars, no big deal. Okay, but you notice what I just found? a pure node. Okay? This is a pure iron ore node. So you're doing real good right here. And we got more idiots in the area. I know we do. There's tons of them out here. When you come to the desert, plan to fight. Okay? You are going to fight. No two ways about it. But so we don't end up spawning in another area. Get it where it sits almost flat. Throw the hub down. Okay? Now, you've got a place where you can get up and away, and one side of this is up off the ground and one side is not. The baddies can get up this, but they can't get up this. So if you're going to drag them in, you drag them in over here. So you can zap them from there. Now let's get rid of all these dumb exclamation marks. I hate these things. I wish they didn't show up past level 1. But every time you pick up the hub and set it down, it does this. So get used to it. But if you open up, and we want that first, because everything's going to rely on power from now on. Okay, you want power as soon as you can get it. Okay, and yes, that's a mod, and yes, you can get it at Satisfactory Mod Manager, and it is part of the little toys. Okay, probably going to be put in the game sooner or later, because it is a really cool mod. It's an alternative source of power. It's green energy. So, you know, yada, yada, yada. Now, first thing you want to do, I don't think, yeah, we got enough for it. Let's not do that yet. Let's do this part now. Want to go to him. Set. We need rods. And we do not have the ability yet. But seeing as it's a pure node, remember what I told you in previous videos? Pure is great, normal is good, and pure sucks. 3 at a time. Okay, pure node. This is why pure nodes are fun, because you get a lot in a hurry. We only need like 50, but might as well get a couple extra, because we're going to need rods and plates and stuff to build our wind generators. So we're going to jump on and get these pulled up. Now I'm going to try not to make this video real long, because I've noticed my videos are unreasonably long as far as I'm concerned. I mean, now if you like that, hey, pop in the comments, like the long videos, pop in the comments, long videos suck, whatever your view is, okay? Because this channel is not mine, it's for you. It's for the guys out there doing these games and gals. I don't want to leave them out, I like girls. Anyhow, I digress. These videos are for you guys. Tell me what you want to see. It's more fun if, you know, you're learning and I'm showing you where these things are and how to do it. If, you know, you're in the mix of things. So what we're going to do, I'm going to try to keep my videos down to about 40 minutes a piece. So we'll do segments. Not that there'll be more of them. It's, yeah, there's going to be more of them, but they'll be shorter, more to the point. Won't get into a lot of jaw jacking, which I don't do a lot of anyway. I mean, you know, let's throw 100 rods up. We got 125 plates. We might as well have at least 100 rods. Let's go to 129. Match them up. Okay, we're even on rods and plates. So we're going to go over here. Wow, it ate that. I needed 150? Okay, I can do that. It ate my plates and it ate my rods. Oh well. So we need 11 actually, or something like that. 21. I think it's 21. We'll make 2 extra. Okay, we're done with that one. We need, we need a whole bunch of plates. Anyhow, I digress again. I told you, I'm going to show my screw ups. I screwed up. I should have got a whole lot more of this. I probably, if I were smart, we're not going there. Don't go there. If I were smart, ta-da! Hello, Wally. Love this little guy. This animation is just perfect. This guy tickles me. And I spin. Ooh, I'll close my eyes because the vibration's making my head hurt. It just tickles me every time I see him set up. Let's let Junior decide to go down in here. Now you notice he's really cooking on mining this stuff up. So he's your buddy. Let's let him. We'll put our iron ore in with it. Remember about sort? God, I love organization a little bit. Let's let him get about 100. Actually, he's got to get more than that because plates are 2 for 1, I believe. 2 ingots for 1 plate, or 3. So we'll start with 100, and we'll let him chew on that a while. Oh, my hands are running. I'm doing the Lambeth walk. And like an idiot, I'm running around unarmed again. It's not a smart idea. And I tell people left and right, you know, hey, don't run around unarmed because it's only going to hurt you. Because to pop into your inventory, pop that back in your hand slot, takes a second. You might get hit 2 or 3 times depending on how many of them there are. And out here they come in 2s and 3s, usually. Now on each resource node, there'll only be 1 like normal. But if you run into them and they're wandering, they come in 2s and 3s. So, you know, if they're guarding something, it's usually just 1 of them. And there's all kinds. There's spitters out here, and there's some pretty heavy duty spitters that squirt the green crap at you. and there's some pretty heavy duty goats out here. Those are the ones that growl, and when they growl, there's kind of an aura that pops out around them that looks like a little sonic wave. So let's make some plates, because we got to have them. We only got one rod, but we need more plates. We want to get that wind turbine done. Get it knocked out. We want to send that off for, so we get it. And we need like 70 of these boogers, and we're not going to get that many. Going to get close. I think we need 71. Hey, we made it. Anyhow, now flip around here. Voila. Send that off.
Milestone reached. The Refined Power R&D Division have developed a new power generation method. This building can generate up to 30 megawatts of power based on its altitude. Note, if a wind generation device is within the vicinity of another building of the same type, performance will not be optimal. Stay efficient.
Okay, if you were listening to that, how high they are delegates. There's two things that are needed. I don't want to say critical. They're not critical, because you can stack these things together. Okay, you're only going to get 5 megawatts out of them a piece, even if they're at altitude. But if you put them like 3 foundations apart, you get maximum out of them. The higher they are, the more power they make. So when you make your wind farm, yeah, you're going to go way up in the air with them. So, you know, you almost want to get up to build limit. Here we go, making some more iron ingots. Any ingots. Many ingots. We need ingots. Oh, we need ingots. Which, as soon as we get enough to build a couple of wind generators, here she's going to start talking again. Shuttle comes back. She's got to yap the first time. From now on, she won't do it.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
She won't tell you that again. She says it one time at the beginning. In other words, watch your clock and it lands. Usually about 20 seconds you can start hearing it. So what we want to do, get us up some ingots, because we need, 20 and 30 for a wind farm, and we're going to need a few for the smelter, and we're going to need some for the constructor, because we got to add reinforced plate, which we've got 8 of them, so we can actually get started. That's the great part of the beginning of this. Without doing the intro, you actually get some parts. Okay, you get some cables, you get a little concrete, and you get a little bit of rods and plate. You also get your reinforced plates, so you can drop down your constructors. But what we need is regular plate and rods. Alright, let's get some plates built up. 50 ought to do it. That'll get us on the road. And remember, plates, you get 2 for 3. Okay, yeah, it eats up 3 ingots at a time, but you get 2 plates for it. So it's like 1.5, you know, 1.5 ingots to 1 plate. Actually, that is the ratio, 1.5 to 1. Okay, so we built our plates. And we got 107 of them. Let's make some more ingots, because we're going to need about 30-ish. I could have kept going just smelting out the ore. And I probably should have, but for the sake of an argument, I wanted to see how many plates I could get. We're doing good, because we're actually getting progress started here. We got Wally working. He's going to be mining. So when we drop our miner, we can jerk him up, throw his contents into the miner to run on conveyor into the smelter, and it can go into the constructor. We don't have splitters yet, so we're going to have to do the, pick up out of the inventory and jump over with it. But, we can knock this out pretty quick. So, we've got plates, we've got reinforced plates, so we can actually start. Dark out here stinks. I'm going to tell you right now. Sometimes the moon comes out, sometimes it doesn't. If it does, fine. If it doesn't, fine. Don't really care one way or the other. But let's put this down. What are we missing? What are we missing? Oh, well. Clyde's in the way. Run over here. Jerk him up. Back up a little bit. Get the miner. Set it on there. Go to our power. We got him. I always go up on top of a hill with him because it's actually a little more elevation. Plus, you can spread them out. And we got enough to do too. Two stinking rods short. Oh well. Anyhow, we do have enough power to run a smelter and the from previous. We figured out we got enough to run the smelter. Run over here in the throat. I don't want to set these far apart because we're going to be building our base and picking up the smelters and the constructors anyway. Now you notice we got enough to build a constructor. We got enough plate to plate this out? Yes. You want to, in the beginning, you want a little bit more plate than you do rods because your conveyors eat plate real quick. Now I know that clips through the ground, but it'll work just fine. It looks stupid. Now, we want power lines. Want a power line from him to a power pole to him. We want to go into his inventory and dump that in there. And he's going to start digging. And we want another power line. And this is why I put down tons of power poles. So you got connections. Now, do we have enough to run? We need 4. And we're using 5.1, so yes, we have enough to run the constructor. Wahoo! So what's going to be most important probably is going to be rods. Which is really not going to matter because we're going to be shoving a bunch of ingots into this. So let's let it build rods for a little while. We're probably going to pop the grid. Oh, we are right there on the edge. Boom. Knew it. Damn it. Okay. Everybody's back up running once we drop the constructor out. So we need ingots. We're getting ingots. That's the thing. We're getting ingots. So it's not worry time. We're getting ingots. You know, if you want to come out here on a conveyor belt and pick them up, you can do that, or you can just let them build up and then come in here and snatch them out of the inventory. I'd rather do the inventory thing because you're going to get more of them, and it's not as tedious as sitting here going 1, 2, 3, and you could get real bored doing this. I mean, this is what you do when you've not had sleep for about 3 days. But we're not going to do that. You can take them off the conveyor just as fast as the smelter makes them, but it's boring. And you can get a lot more done while you're doing this, but what we need is some more bars so we can build another wind turbine so we can rock on with our construction. Let's take this. And we got it. 3 dozen. That works. Good old biomass isn't doing a thing. So let's build some rods. We got to have 30. So let's overbuild. Voila. Trot on out here. Go to our wind turbines while we're running. We're multitasking while we're running. And put one there. Drop power line from this one to that one so we don't use our connections on our power poles. Like I said, daisy chain those things together. Saves you power poles. Power poles cost concrete. Now we're making rods. We're getting ingots in here when we go to drop our second one so we can do our next milestone, which we're going to take and get that queued up so we know exactly what we need. And that is this. We want these splitters and mergers right away. This is necessary. Okay, so we need wire, and we're not getting copper yet, are we? So we need 150 of everybody except for the copper, wire, and that we gotta have 300. So we'll run out here. Now I will tell you this part. Don't worry about your copper vein being a pure. Doesn't have to be. It's nice to have one, but it doesn't have to be. Closest one's right there, and we're gonna have to fight. I can tell you that right now. I already know it. Is there somebody on home on this one? Probably is. I just don't see him yet. Alright, let's line up on that copper vein because that's where we're going. And he's over here. Jump up. Oops, I missed it. Hi, stupid. Where you at? Come here. Come here, Tuggy. Sneak around here on him. Didn't like that, did ya? Ooh, he's pissed. I can hit him from up here, too. Only got to hit him one more time. Where you at, dummy? There you are. See, he's running in circles. When they're running in circles, you don't want to chase them. Because the simple fact is, you can't hit them. Not unless you cut across at them, and then they're going to hit you. Okay, have you calmed down yet? Yeah, you calm down. You're dead. He's gone. Now, the beginning part of these nodes is always a pure piece sitting here on top. you got it. Okay, and you also got 25 ore. Have we got enough to build everything we need? Well, we got enough to build the drill. And we got enough to build a smelter. And we got enough to build the constructor. Went around here in front of the throat. Do we have enough? No. We don't have enough to build our turbines, but we have our mine set up. Now while we were waiting for rods to build up, we've also built up ingots so we can actually build plate. So we'll have conveyor. One conveyor in there. Notice how it's red and then it turns blue after. Preload that a little bit, and we want this to make that. Notice I'm not throwing down containers right now. Now, if you get out of sight of your hub, you see it up there on top on your compass. Just line up the dots and run at it. And we know our metal is right there next to it. What is this? See, it's an impure iron ore. That ain't even really worth mining out here. For the simple fact is that, I mean, there's pures everywhere out here. So, you know, don't get hinky on, oh, I gotta have, you know, iron. I'm gonna just mine this. You know, all right, we got 96 rods now, and we're going to steal all of his ingots because he'll get another ingot, and it only takes 1 to 1 on the rods. So, I mean, he can do whatever he wants. We're going to pop out some plates. And then we're going to run over there and build power on our copper mine. Now you can take and build a workshop, build beacons, and take beacons everywhere you go. But word of caution, you get enough beacons in your compass and you won't be able to see what you're doing. Beacons I save for marking off new resources. I pretty much know where everything's at, and once you hit the top of the hill, you can't miss it. I mean, that miner is tall. Then you know you were headed toward the waterfall when you went over to this copper vein, so you know it's going to be right here. Now there's a couple bad guys over hidden in there. There's some down there. I digress. We're not even going to deal with that right now. We want to get our wind. We want to put that guy up there. Then we want to get power line from him to him, from him, over here, there, over there. Then from that to that, that to this to that. And we're powered up and our copper mine's running. We're making wire. Okay, so we're progressing along trying to get to our milestone. And we've got a few, not a lot, we've got a few plates so that we could actually, yeah, we're not going to screw ourselves too bad. In the area. You know, everybody wants to put hotkeys down. I find when you right click, it brings up the construction menu again, as long as you don't hit it a second time. you know, it disappears if you hit right click the second time. But if you just hit it once, you can just go to the next thing you're going to build. And it just works out, you know, boom, you're done. I find it's more troublesome to sit there and hit hotkeys all the time. Besides, it gives me a scope of what I want to do. So we've got copper wire building, we've got iron ore making, we've got ingots making on, we got ingots on the Barbie. We're rocking and rolling. What else do we need? We need limestone. Now, in the desert, limestone is like everywhere else. It's, you ain't gonna find a pure node too much anywhere. Limestone's the one thing that you're gonna have to do multiples. In other words, combine conveyors. So it's in your best interest to load up on your supplies before you go playing around going looking for limestone, because limestone usually is not going to be close. Okay, and this is no matter what. We're doing really good on our turnout. Our iron ore is filling up really good. So, and we already know that because our miner, and this is a little known tip, but if you stand and you watch your miner is popping out really good production when you're sitting on a pure node. If you're sitting on an impure, it's slow. Okay, what I mean, see how fast it's making them? It's actually making them faster than the conveyor can take them away. This is also why you want to upgrade your conveyors soon. It's not super necessary at the present second, but you want to do it soon. Because the simple fact is, you're popping out iron ore faster than the conveyor can get it away from the machine. So you really want to match that or make it where that number's going down. You want that machine empty, you want it running all the time. It's just like rods. You don't want to cram your constructor full of ingot. I mean, at one point it's going to be really nice to have it slam jam full, but you don't want to do it on a steady diet at the beginning, because the simple fact is you want to make parts, and you want to make a lot of parts, and you want to make a lot of parts in a short amount of time. So here we go. Let's make some more plate. So we're making rods. We're making rods out the wazoo right now. And it's just a little quicker to come over here and just slam them out. That way you've got them. Because your concrete's going to be almost over there to the waterfall. Now, if you remember, I've got that keep your shit mod. In other words, I don't lose my stuff. And I can tell you right now, we're gonna ping it, because it's right about there. See how close I am. Yep. See, there's one there and there's one there. This one isn't over in the bushes. That one is. I already know this by heart. So we're going to run over here and we're going to hit that limestone deposit. In the meantime, we're probably going to run into some bad guys. But there's rocks sticking up just about everywhere. Remember, jump up on a shelf, a rock. If he can't get to you, he's going to be pissed. But if he can't get to you, you can slide down and just knock him 4 times and he's gone. Unless he's a spitter, and then you got to chase him. Chase spitters do not chase goats. And he's here. There he is. And that's a spitter. Get up on them real tight, and they can't knock you away. They don't do as much damage. If you get up on them real tight, they'll only shoot you once or twice, and they don't do as much damage to you. I know that says pure, but that is impure. You always got to get the pure piece off the top before you can set your miner also. But spitters, the ones that spit the green crap, you got to get up on them and kill them quick. Try not to let them hit you before you get there. I heard you. Where you at? Why do I not see you? I heard a spitter ball go by. And I see Grumpy up there on the hill. He can't get to you right now. Where you at? Okay, there's a wreck over in this area. I may have triggered him to come get me. But we have a mission, and we're going to do our mission first. So bring up your construct menu, get your miner out. You don't need a smelter. Set your constructor, and always on this one, this is an always, because you won't get to this thing fast enough. It'll build up to 500 and shut down, and you do not want this one shutting down. And right now, we can get away with only setting one. So what we're doing right now, we are saving ourselves resources. So set a power pole, one to you, one to you. You're making concrete. If you notice, there's more stuff in your build menu. I mean, you've got your standard 5 parts, 6. But you've got biomass down here. You can actually make biomass now. So if you're doing the leaf thing or the wood thing, it doesn't matter. You can actually mass produce it, but you still got to go get it. Where with this, it sits there and it spins and it makes 10 megawatts. Why do I want to go chase down leaves and trees and crap when I can plop one of them down and I'm done? This will sit here and run forever until I change out the miner to a Mark II or a Mark III, and I just add more windmills. It'll sit there and run and run and run and run and run. Hello, Homer. He's going to stroll through the picture. Photobomb. He wanted to get his face in the limelight. But anyhow, I'm having too much fun with this. Why would I want to take and chase down leaves and crap and have to put one of these down and feed it? Now there's ones that auto feed. You can actually automate your biomass burners in the power mod. Okay, they do have automated ones that feed automatically, but you still got to go and rape the forest, and if you cut big trees down, they don't come back. You cut down the little ones and they come back, and you pick up leaves, they come back. But when you're cutting big wood, yeah, you're going to get a whole bunch of different resources and crap, but they don't come back. So that's, that's the paradox. Let's throw extras in there. Get this bad boy pumping out concrete. That's what we need. We're going to need a crap ton of it. We need quite a bit for our base, and I mean we're going to need a crap ton of it. Eventually, we'll automate all this stuff. There's 2 of you. Oh, this is not. That's just. We ain't going there. They're in love. Now we want to run back across here because we're getting to the point. Hello. Yeah. Come chase me. Come on. Come on, stupid. Come on. Yeah, I knew you were going to come on. Guess what? I'm on a rock. Come on, run at me. You didn't hit me, but I killed you. Nah, 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 nah. He was guarding something over there. What was he guarding? Probably another. Oh, there's twins. They're guarding a node. He was a random. He is the guardian of the tomb. Oh, and sometimes this stuff is mineable. See, that's quartz. I don't want to pick it up yet. Number 1, I just don't need it yet. But number 2, I want to set the ma'am down to show you guys what she says. How many have we got so far? Guess what? In that short amount of time, that's how much copper you pumped out. Okay? Because it's 2 for 1, remember that. There's that impure node of iron. They're great for when you get in a spot and you need some iron ore and you're not near your base. But they suck anyway. What is this? Catherium. We want to wait to mine that until we got the MAM up. Once we get the MAM up, then it's going to be worth it. We're going to take that 140 and we're going to take that 140. See, it only takes a second and it's back to manufacturing, because by the time you take that with rods, it's already got enough to feed it again, and boom, it's still off and running. Okay? And in the beginning, I don't put a box on this one because I'm stealing out of it all the time. It's just resources I don't have to spend. But when I get splitters here in a minute, which I hope I'm going to, I think I got enough to do it. I'm not sure. We'll find out. We got 57 plates. I don't know how many this is going to make. We got enough rods and we got enough wire. Hopefully we're going to have enough plate. We should. Maybe not. We're going to find out. We're going to pump these plates out. And my phone just chasing squirrels again. Actually, that's my text message. He yells squirrel. Scares the shit out of me sometimes. Holy gee-willikers! We got one too many. What? Hey, one too many is better than one short. Voila. Now we have splitters, elevators.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Yeah, I never found that. I don't even use it. I really don't. I don't even use it. Here's a good trick. Now that we've got new stuff, there's your lifts, splitters and mergers. We want splitters, but there's a cute little thing about splitters. They won't go in the ground, but they will tap into a line, okay, that's above ground. So now we could actually, and we're going to, because that just irritates me, but it was necessary. We're going to take up our Doink. We're going to take up our little deal there, and we don't have to take up our constructor, but I want to. And we're going to take one of these bad boys, and always look where the orange is. Man, the first time you set down a row of these things and don't pay attention to where that box is, you'll regret it. Okay? I learned the hard way. I set down a whole row of 20 of them boogers, and I set them all the wrong way, and I went to hook them up, and I'm like, I don't believe I did that. And it rotates. Every time you set one down, if you set one on top of it, it rotates it. Talk about aggravating. You do something stupid once, it's an accident. You do it repeatedly, it's on purpose. And I felt like I did that on purpose, and it just irritated me no end. And I was like, man, why did you do that? That was so stupid. And I was like, oh well, I did it. It was dumb, but I did it. Ooh, we need more plates. Anyhow, we need more plates. What can I do about that? Nothing at the present second. I need. Now those guys take 4 apiece. Have I got enough? If you take your cursor and you run right in here, where it shows the peaks and valleys, it shows your maximum. If you notice, it went up to 9. Okay, and we're running 20, so we got enough to run 2 of those off of our power. So let's get up here. Set another power pole. Poink. Poink. Come on. Not enough cable. Oh, we're running out of everything. Oh, this sucks. And I bet you we don't have wire. But you know what we've got? We do have enough wire to make a few. Whew. Thought I'd really screwed the pooch there. Make wire to that one. Now you can do this the old-fashioned way for a couple minutes. I want to make plates. Throw that whole thing in there. Let it make plates. Come over here. Snag a few bricks out. Go over to this one, and we're going to make iron rods. And once this thing makes a few plates, we'll have enough to get a conveyor to it. Voila. Remember, this one takes 3 to 1 or 3 to 2. It's a 2/3 ratio. And that one is 1 to 1. So if you're feeding your ingots real hard to that one at first, no major deal. You throw in enough in this where it's going to make for a little while. Not a long while, but a little while. Some more plate. No, I don't want that. I want that. Get that bad boy on. Now we have fully automated our iron production. Not our steel production, our iron production. So now it's splitting off 1 to 1. The mergers and splitters split off 3 ways, And if it's 2 lanes going out, it's 1-to-1. One goes one way, one goes the other way. If it's 3, one goes each way. I mean, it's boom, 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 boom. It's going to do like that constantly. So it splits evenly all 3 directions. And when you run in 2 directions, it just splits it in half. So they're being equally fed, which granted, the plate maker is going to take more. So every once in a while, you may want to go over to your bars and go, hello, give me this. See, you got enough to work, and you can have that. Just a little trick, okay? Keeps your plates making a lot faster. Now, we got that milestone. We want our next one. And like I told you guys earlier, I don't do that unless I really have to, or if I've got enough crap to do it. The thought is we can do that, or we can do that. We're going to get slots out of this, so it makes more sense. Also, we're going to get beacons and object scanner, but you're going to get this girl. And we really want the man first. So we're going to get that done quickly. And we need 100 plates, which we don't have. We need 300 wire, and we need 300 screws. Now we've got enough to make 400 screws because we've got over 100. At first, you're not going to automate screws. That's a given. Okay? You may not have enough to do it, because you're not going to have enough reinforced plate. You've only got 8 to start. And with 8 to start, you're not going to have that many to take off and run with. Now we've got the basics on the ground. If you get this far, you're doing good. Okay, you've automated your concrete, you've automated your copper wire, and you automated your rods and your plates. You're well on your way to surviving in the desert. Okay? We've killed 3 enemies. We've only had to kill 3. 4. Yeah, 4, because we killed that spitter. We've killed 4 enemies. We've done actually fairly well for ourselves. Okay, and I overbuilt on screws on purpose because I already know I'm going to need them. I actually need more than that. That's how many I need. I want to build something. I already know what it costs to build it, which is unfair, but I keep 60 screws in my pocket just in case. Because when you want to build beacons, it's going to take screws. You got to have screws to build just about everything. And we got to have 100 of them. So we might as well just wait around for a couple seconds, and we're going to have our 100. And we don't have to run over here and pop into the inventory to get it. Alright, we need copper wire. And our copper wire farm is right there. I run everywhere. You don't lose stamina. You don't lose, as in some games, you don't lose your health. You just run. And we got 300 of those. Who are you? Oh. These are dumb birds. They're weird looking when they open their mouth. Because they look straight up and open their mouth. It looks like the nose cone of Moonraker. Weird looking shit. What? We have all the ingredients to make it talk. Now we've got the field research. Boom, gone.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
She makes me sleepy when she's talking. Now you got 2 project holes, or 2 hand slots. Your 2 hand slots, now you can switch between food, weapon, or weapon and a weapon. You can carry one of these and a Xenobasher. You can carry a chainsaw and this, and you can slip back and forth. Okay, so now you're not unarmed ever. I always like getting that slot real quick. So we need cable. I already know this. We need some cables. I forget how many. So we're going to make like 40 of them. We want to make one of these ASAP. Okay, we need 5 of those sheets. Now remember I told you you're going to need screws. I already know what I want. So I'm going to build 120 screws. They take 12 per plate to make one reinforced plate. I ain't got enough of those, but we will in a while. So you go back over here, reinforced plates, and we can make a few of them. Make as many of these things as you can get your paws on. You're going to burn them up too. Once you get your assembler, now, we didn't get to this in the first segment of the other day, but this is the MAM. In here, right now we only have a few things open. You can do research. Some of it's only 3 seconds, some of it's more.
New recipe unlocked.
Okay, this gets you where you can turn these
New
carapaces.
research available in the MAM.
At first I wish she'd just shut up. It'll get you to where you can turn, now you can turn alien organs into biomass. When you get that one done, you can turn carapaces into biomass. These are other things that you can get. I will tell you, this is a hand slot, and that is more inventory slots. But you got to have more of that to get there. In other words, you got to have more alien organs. Every time you do something, you're going to need more stuff. Okay, you need 5 nuts to do that, 2 berries, or a mushroom. I said bacon mushroom. There it is. Okay, it's a bacon agaric. Excuse me if I said that wrong, but that's what it is. Now, if you go out here and you find something weird,
New technologies can be developed based on this new superconductive gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
thing, you got more stuff to study. Most of your center tree stuff in this one is 3 seconds. Most of it.
New resource added to the resource scanner.
Now you can actually scan for that resource. Okay? And you're going to want to deuterium ingot, and you're going to want a quick wire and all the stuff that comes with it. Very good substance to have. Makes life easier. That is also where you get your blade runners. Where was that quartz? It was over here. Now's the time you find all these little rocks sticking up and you harvest them, because it actually puts it in the MAM. That's copper ore. I want that though. To that dumb bird. I like zapping them things. They run stupidly. Making away. Stuff that in there. See, he's on an impure. Remember how fast the other one was running? It was going rick, 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 rick. This one's going here, here, here. It's a dead cow. Here. But that's the way it works. You know. Impure sucks, like I told you. Let's run over here and see what this rock is sticking out of the dirt. I know there's a ton of quartz around here. What's this one? Yeah, raw quartz.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Voila. We're opening all our research trees up. And when we get these research trees opened up, there's quartz. It allows us to do other stuff. What, you're not going to run off at the mouth again? That's weird. Now, it may have gave us quartz, it may not have. Yeah, it did. You can search for this, which I can already tell you where it's at, but not to spoil it. It's over there. Told you. See that plateau over there where I got my cursor? It's on that shelf. You got to build a bridge to it. Oh, why not? Come on, stupid. Now he can get up on all these rocks, and I mean every one of them. Hey, dum-dum. He's getting a running start at you. But
Pigment could be harvested from these flower petals and turned into dye. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
see ya. This is what I wanted.
This semi-slug seems to emit unfamiliar energy readings which could potentially be retrofitted into fix-it technology. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
She talks to you a lot. Power slugs. We got a green one. Now you sacrifice one slug for each one of those, but it's worth getting. See, now you've opened up, you're going to have to give up one for him, or no, one yellow for here, which you don't have. You got to find a yellow slug now. I already found a green one. Then you have slug scanning, which your little hand scanner can find, and you have overclocking. You can make your machines run faster. If you got the power, you can make them run faster. That's why we're going to build a wind farm again. Here's flower petals. We don't have enough. But this is how you change the color of your equipment, your base, everything. It gives you a color gun and color cartridges with flower petals. So, you know, it's worth picking up. Everything is worth picking up. Now you want to empty those out, which you can start putting a can out there if you want. I'm picking these up because I want the flower petals. I got 9. I need one more. Should we? Yeah, why not? Now, if you don't want to know whether this is here or not, then don't watch the rest of the video. But there's a wreck over here. And it's truthfully worth going to get. But you got to have rotors to get it. But if you get over here, there's another slug. And there's also an idiot spitter over here. Now, see, I didn't get close enough upon him, and he's blowing me off of him. If you get up on top of them, they can't push you away with their shots. And it just, you know, it helps. Now, you run up here, and we jump to there. You know how many times I've over jumped him and ran up that thing, and I'm like, how come I can't get him? I learned you got to stand and jump. So now we got another slug. That wreck is right. Where's my shop? There. It's right about in there, I think. It's not too far. But this is the whole point of the whole game. Explore. Oh, no, that's the purple slug. You got to have explosives to kill a rock, so you're going to need sulfur and coal, and you're going to have to research that tree. But I was right. The wreck is right there. See it? It's right over here. There's part of it there. There's part of it there. There's part of it there. Or no, those are nuts. Mr. Spitter's down here. See, like I said, now you're not unarmed. You can eat anywhere you want. There's a spitter down here, or 2. Usually it's only 1. And I run around. Where you at? Ouch. Shoot me in the ass. Where you at? I know you're around here somewhere. If I can see where you're at. Ah. He's right there. Ouch. Step on him. Fighting these clowns at night is no fun. See, he dead. Now, he had a yellow teeth, or orange. The ones that shoot, oh, yeah, he's got a twin. See, I'm up on him, he can't get rid of me. That's the way to kill them things the easy way. Man, if you try to dodge their bullets, you're going to get whopped. There's always parts laying all over at a crash site. Some of it is stuff you don't have. Like motors. We didn't have motors. I'm getting leaves. I want flower petals. Actually, I'll take that. Modular frames. There's parts laying all over the ground from where this thing crashed. This is one of those, you know, your third one. Uh, this is one of the guys that didn't make it. Poor bastard. But this is one of the dudes that didn't make it. And you open this up. And to open it up, we need 10 rotors. Well, we're not even close to making rotors yet. Sometimes the part you need to open it is laying on the ground around it somewhere. This one I know for a fact there are no rotors laying on the ground around it. There just aren't any. And I looked all around that thing. But in this little rock, once you get your Romanesky or whatever you want to call it, I believe this one's a purple. No, he's a yellow. Your yellow one is in here. Okay? You can't get to him right now. No matter what you do, you can't get to him until you get your detonator and your explosives. Once you get those, you can jump right in and grab it. Just throw one at it, hit the detonator, blow it up. No flowers. Getting tons of leaves. I want flowers. Okay, I'm going to show you what this is. This is a cave. You have to crouch to get in it. And it's... Why is that not working? Okay. I'm so used to doing different games. Once you crouch, you can go down in here. And you don't have to crouch all the way down in. There's a couple of mushrooms down in here. Okay. There's not much else other than one of these. And I'm going to show you these. They're aggravating. Notice how it says WIP, work in progress. Okay. Not really much you could do with these, but if you don't pick it up,
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
she's annoying. She won't shut up. It'll sit here for a second, and then
Harvest.
she's going to do it again. Then she's going to tell you there's other explorers in the area to harvest it.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Pushy, isn't she? What if I don't want to? My contract tells me I got to?
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
She's annoying, isn't she? If you don't pick it up, she'll keep doing this as long as you're within range of this thing. Oh, what the hell, we'll pick it up.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
In other words, there's other people in the area. Thought you told me I'm only one of 3. The others croaked. Liar. Now she's going to scream, harvest, harvest, harvest.
Breaking news.
Shut up. I picked it up. You happy? Get up out of here, crouch down. Get out the little spot. And the best thing to do with this thing, I've found, just take it over to your storage and shove it in it. Because if you drop it on the ground, every time you walk past it, she's going to bitch at you to harvest it. So, take that and just stick it in there. But every time you pick up your base, it's going to be in your inventory. It doesn't do anything at present. Evidently, the devs are going to do something with it sooner or later. But we did pick up nuts.
New object added to the object scanner.
And we picked up one short of petals. This is why being one short is aggravating. But I think we got enough to do this guy. Yep, sure do. That'll show you a part of this tree. There you go. See? More inventory slots. In other words, you're going to get more of these. So that is something you want to work toward. And you only need one more and a bunch of copper wire. And I mean a bunch. Over here is the hand slot. And once you get enough carapaces, in other words, you kill enough rock monsters or goats, you need 10 of them. Once you get enough of those, you can research that, and it takes more carapaces plus a bunch of wire. So you get hand slots and inventory slots in these. Catherium's got them. Flower petals don't. Nutrients don't. Power slugs don't. Quartz does further on down the list, but it's pretty expensive to get there. Sulfur does. But now I want to show you what to do with that slug. See this power shard? You're making dilithium crystals there, Scotty. Anyhow, that takes care of that. And you made one of those. I forgot that I picked up that bacon. Food. Nutrients. Picked up bacon. Knock it out. Get it out of your hair. But now you can scan it. If you make one of those little handheld scanners, and we'll make one next episode. Next episode we'll make one of those and we'll further our base. But right here, guys, is where I'm going to chop this video. I will start the next one and we'll go from there. But right now you've got your MAM set down, you got your base, you've got iron working, you got copper working, and you got your concrete working. So you're on your way to building a base. And we're going to get into that in a little while too. Out in the desert, building a base on the ground is not smart. I won't say it's stupid, it's just not smart. If you build it on the ground, not only are you leaving yourself open for enemies, but building it on the ground, you're going to have sand dunes running through your shit. And it's not fun. Because you want everything to snap and look organized and look good. So I'll show you how to build a foundation for that. But remember, the desert's your friend. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next one.